Wow. Look, my mic out. It's checking again. Thank you so much. Spot on. It's on Olapo. Yes. So the what's to come. Let's just talk about. Don't forget to follow me here. Follow me here. Like and share. Thank you so much. To friends, family. We are connected, and for your support and encouragement. Yes, thank you. Spot on. Don't forget Olapo up for me on this platform and every other platform. The same name. On other platforms. Okay. Let's go. Like, share. Okay. And let's hear from you. Well, that's spot on. Yeah, the show is spot on. And just as I want to talk about the NPFL that happened, the matches happened Saturday, Sunday here in Nigeria. And just like, oh, finally 3 points have been deducted from South Africa, after fielding Bukwena, against Lesotho. And I wonder why it took so long. But anyway, finally, I hope that heads will roll there because someone just didn't their work. Just someone didn't work, just someone didn't check carefully that he wasn't supposed to play for South Africa in that match, and they lose 3 points now, 3 points, and everything's forfeited. And well, of course, yeah, Nigeria people were excited or are excited that maybe there's um you know a glimmer of hope for the Super Eagles. And I went and said, okay, let me just check. I'm looking at the fixtures and I'm seeing that yes, South Africa we have been deducted. I mean, we deducted 3 points. Points deducted by FIFA. After a long time, I know that the coach of Benin, our former coach, Coach Gary, was so vocal about this issue, and we think it will happen. If I was, I even said, I even said it. I said, look, even if they dropped at those points, I think Benin, you know, will have at least they will be, most at most the advantage. Yes, they'll be that they are the ones to take advantage with this any slip. But looking at the table, apparently it's cost them a lot. But you can see now, if Nigeria had, gone to South Africa to win that match, finish 1-1, we know the story. So now the hope, glimmer of hope. But I just looked at it. I just want they're just on second now on goal difference, 14 points each, and at least Benin Republic, Benin and South Africa, and South Africa just go second on goal difference, just one goal, 4-3, and I think I dare say that South Africa still have to lose. Yes, they are the ones because they have easier fixtures. Let's face it. So Benin, both matches for Benin Republic or Benin, you know, Republic of Benin now, Republic of Benin have to go away. For the last two matches. It comes to Nigeria, So I don't know how they want to do it. And Nigeria to want to win here in Rio. So how will it happen? South Africa, I think South Africa, have it all to lose. The two matches with South Africa, I think it's Zimbabwe they play. Let me confirm that again. So the first Zimbabwe in South Africa. So how and of course they also Rwanda, which is of course which we I think that's the most difficult fixture for them. Rwanda will come into South Africa to play or go in South Africa to play. And Zimbabwe, yes, it's home for them, but they have to play in South Africa. So what am I saying? But I don't know why FIFA left it so late. But anyway, good thing that it has been done. Article 19 or so, it's been effected. And South Africa, next time they have to be careful with the paperwork and not forfeit 3 precious points. They were home and dry before. I didn't even see anybody catching them. So with this now, seems as if they don't go to the World Cup, South Africa, they have it all to blame on themselves. If they don't go, but I think they would be able to. Because I said earlier, the Republic of Benin will be going away for the last two matches. So, and they'll be coming here. So Nigeria too, at least we know that we have some kind of hope. So we will not just take it easy with Benin when they come here. And of course, they go to the Amahoro Stadium in Rwanda. Am I correct? Yeah, they go to Rwanda. That's Benin. So Rwanda to have they also have a shouting chance too, because they are just behind Nigeria, same points, 11 for 11. And so let's just wait and see what happens. It's interesting. It has blown the group. I won't deny that. It has blown the group wide open, but we should have taken our chances. Out of 8 matches, Nigeria have just 2 wins. All matches we're not taking advantage of. How do you not qualify for the World Cup? And that's what South Africa has done, to maximum effect. All the old matches, they don't joke with it. I don't know how this work out. But let's wait and see. October 10, I think that's in next State for the qualifiers. But don't forget South Africa playing South Africa against Zimbabwe. Yes, it's only going for Zimbabwe, but Zimbabwe have chosen to play South Africa, except there's last minute change. I'm looking at the venue in South Africa. Yes, South Africa in Durban. Am I correct? Yeah. So South Africa, they play South Africa, and then Rwanda will come over, which will be a much more standard test for the Bafana. But it's let's wait and see what happens. I'm sure people are, Nigerians are now able. Oh, we can qualify after all. But I think it's a bit too late. I think so. I said it earlier in my post. I looked at the fixture. I looked at the own games that we drew. Costing us dearly. Cost dearly. Okay, so let me just talk about the NPFL. Our people here, and I wasn't surprised that Eibar could not win. I said it. So they have forfeited the top of the table. I think Nasarawa now. So I knew Eibar would, because when it comes to Ikorodu City here at Onikon Stadium, I was even saying okay, maybe a draw and maybe a slim win. But in the end, Eibar was confident, yeah. And but Ikorodu City was to get it 5 minutes and he finished 1-1. 1-1 he finished. So Eibar were announced second. And don't forget that Rivers United. Oh yeah, congratulations to Rivers United and Bremen Stars. But they still have it all to do. Yes, I said it. Have it all to do. Hey, Sundown. Have it all to do. It's still, one step to go to the preliminary round. But at least they have scaled through. But for Abia Warriors and Kwara United, unfortunately, Kwara United, I thought would take advantage. Maybe get to the two win, or even 1-0 would have been okay. 1-0, yeah. But they just wasted chance upon chance. But the coach was, he said it all. Don't go and play for them now. They just didn't take their chances. Quara could not take their chances, and the only goal scored in the 54 minutes was just a defensive, you know, went from, nobody can give you that. The goalkeeper had really no choice or couldn't do much to save that because it was a defensive mix up from Quara. And as they tried, they just kept missing even late chances. They couldn't take advantage. So Quara had to bow out. FA Cup winners, of course, defending FA Cup winners in Nigeria. That's how they qualified. They will have to bow out of the continent. So last time we were in, but even if they didn't do well, at least we're there. But now that we know Nigeria team fly the flag in the conflict, because the other team, I said, Abia Warriors, they had a more difficult task, having to go away to Mali, and they lost 1-0. Losing 1-0, so they also bow. So, but for Remo Stars and the Rivers, I know we said it that yeah, Remo Stars having to play in Nigeria, it's easier for them, and Rivers United using no advantage there. It wasn't their stadium they were playing, their main stadium, but they still used Nigerian advantage and they go through. One day they finished. So let's also see how the two of them will go through on the continent. But on the log, yeah, that's right. Yes, Alex is back. Scored the first goal for them, and I think they are back to topping the NPFL. But don't forget that the main contenders, Remo Stars, I think they play Abia Warriors in the rearranged fixture on the 2nd of October also. Yes. So Remo Stars, Rivers, and Quara will now be playing their games that they couldn't play due to the continental assignments that they had. Unlike Europe, that they play midweek and then go and play again. Yeah, you have to shift matches. I think that's one thing we have to learn from the UEFA Champions League. Shift the matches and having to arrange them. So luckily we have Independence Day coming up in Nigeria. Holiday on Wednesday, but it doesn't, second of course, the match to be played again. I hope the players are not too tired, especially from the traveling and fatigue to play those matches. So yes, I think the main I said it out of the round was Enyimba coming to Lagos and it finished. I expect a draw. I finished the draw, and then that's why I said that's why when I would beat Katsina, and that's so proved spot on. Yeah, but one thing I didn't get right the match the bottom between the bottom the newly promoted sides Barrow and yes, I didn't get that one right. I was thinking that it may be a draw, but Barrow were able to come to, and get a 3-1 win. I was impressed, you know. But and that win would take them, you know, at least above, out of the bottom. I mean, we were 20th before that match was played. So Con Califat will replace them. If I've replaced them, of course, 20th. And so that's how it stays in Nigeria. So Barrow getting their first win, and it's a away win, and it's so impressive against their, fellow, the promoted side, just like they, it was a bottom three battle. I thought it'd be a draw, but it wasn't a draw. Barrow were able to, it was a comeback win actually. 3-1 and finished. 3-1. Come Khalifa have a lot to learn. And of course another team who also, Wiki. Yes, Wiki couldn't hold on to their lead, and twice they went ahead in Bauchi. Rangers, just not recently former champions, just before Remo came back. Obache, their star man, scoring a brace there, so it's 3-2. And when I saw the way Rangers, the players, Rangers, of Enugu Rangers, when they were rejoicing as if they won, and it's not easy to travel down, get a point here in the Nigerian Premier Football League. I think that's why they were so happy. Especially that's to come back from behind twice, against the new boys, Wiki Tourists. Another interesting for the new boys, Warri Wolves didn't have it easy. Shooting Stars scoring, I think, twice in about maybe 2 minutes or so. Very late goals. So the men from Ibadan are able to get, back to back wins, which was good for them because we're at the point they were languishing, but now they've gone to, yes, and the Warri Wolves, and they've beaten them at some, so two good one for Shooting Stars, and so the pressure would, go, ease on the crew, on the coach, because at the point where like, what's happening to Shooting Stars, you know. So let's just wait and see. Bendel, yeah, Bendel, I wasn't surprised that I ended in the draw. Bayelsa, I think lost last round. They do want to do this time around. They're going to get a draw at the, yes, in Benin. In Benin, they got a draw in Benin. So Bendel and Bayelsa, it was a draw. 1-1 finished. 1-1 finished. At the Samuel Ogunmudia Stadium, 1-1. So better insurance. Oh, I thought Bayelsa will be much happy. Much happy, the much happier side with the draw. So let me can see. So let's yes. So Rivers and Tornadoes will play upcoming, and then Quara Plateau. And of course, Abia Warriors as a game between the two teams who couldn't play. So that's on the MPFL. So happy for Barrow getting the win, and of course that will move them above Con Khalifa, who now come to the bottom. But for Rangers, still struggling. Just defending former champions, Rangers, Enugu Rangers have it all to do. But they got a point, good one. So Imba dropped to second because of the draw in Lagos here. So thank you so much. And so as you can see, I don't know, people are still rejoicing, oh, South Africa, but I think it's a bit too little. South Africa still have it in their hands. All they have to do is to win the remaining two matches, and they play both on their own uh, stadiums, in their own stadiums. In their own, yes, they play. Zimbabwe have chosen to play South Africa. They host Rwanda, so they still have to lose. That's my take. I don't know. That's my take. But Nigeria, Rwanda will still come up and see if they can have a say. Especially Benin as well. Benin, in fact, Benin have the better chance because they are now topping. Benin, yeah, Republic Benin I think they have the best chance. But it comes to Uyo, so I don't envy them for that. They play in Uyo, so that'll be tough for Benin because Nigerians will want to have a say, and they also go away. I think get to go to the Rwanda as well. So that's why South Africa have it. So the two matches for Republic of Benin are away, and yeah, their own comfort zone. And remember that even the match that we lost, in June, that led to the withdrawal of coach Vivi George. The match was played in Cote d'Ivoire, and we couldn't take advantage. So they won that match 2-1. I think Oyonika scored the first. Yeah, we scored first Oyonika, but they came back to win 2-1. So it's open. Yes, the group is open now thanks to the deduction finally by FIFA, but it's all to play for.